Hello, future K-pop idols. Welcome back. Are you struggling with your dance moves again? If you are serious about your dream of becoming a K-pop idol, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll be sharing tips to improve your dancing skills, so let's start. Tip number 1. My first tip is to rewatch the dance practice video, and basically, you can play the video and start dancing with it. Now obviously this will be hard, so slow down the video to a slower speed and learn each individual step, and then you can gradually add up the speed. Tip number 2. Next tip is you can divide the choreography into different segments, for example, intro, middle, and outro. You can practice separately and learn steps for each segment. Tip number 3. Next tip is to practice daily. Keep practicing. You know you're ready when you can dance without even thinking. Your body starts moving automatically as the music plays, so keep practicing daily. Tip number 4. Next tip is to start slow. If you're a beginner, start with easier choreography, then gradually move on to more difficult ones. Tip number 5. Next tip is practice in front of mirrors. You can see how it looks in the mirror, so it will be easier to correct your moves, but later, when you get the hang of it, start practicing without mirror, because on stage, you won't have a mirror to look at. Tip number 6. Another tip is to ask feedback from your friends or someone who is better at dancing. They can help you correct your moves, and you can learn from your mistakes. Tip number 7. Next tip is to imagine you are standing on a stage and performing. Imagine all the emotions you are feeling and embody that feeling and start dancing. It really gives you a confidence boost. Tip number 8. Next tip is to be confident. This is the best tip out of all ones, but seriously, if you are confident and make eye contact with your audience, you wouldn't have to worry about making mistakes because people would not notice them because of your confidence. Tip number 9. Next tip is to really match your energy with the music. So if the music is a bit soft and cute, make softer facial expressions and slower moves, while if the song is a bit heavy or bad girl vibe, you can make faster and intimidating expressions with full eye contact. Your moves should really tell the vibe of the music and should be with pace. Tip number 10. Now if you're dancing in a group, you should take a chalk or tape and mark your place with it. And you should dance around this and not move away from it, as it will ruin your choreography. Also, if you're watching a dance practice of a group, then focus on moves of one member and follow them. Tip number 11. Next tip is to record yourself while dancing. You can watch your videos and see where you made mistakes and correct them. It helps you track your progress. Tip number 12. Next tip is to build stamina. It's gonna be hard to dance for long if you are unfit. That's why pop idols do workouts and Pilates. So you can incorporate those into your routine to build stamina. Also, make sure to stay hydrated, as you can easily get dehydrated due to long dancing hours. Tip number 13. Next tip is body positioning, which is really important. Your back should be straight, and you should not be slouching or looking down. You are not performing for the floor. It shows a lack of confidence. A good way to check your posture is to stand and look at your feet. If they are facing towards each other, you are slouching. Tip number 14. My next tip, which can also help with the slouching problem, is doing stretching. It can increase your height by a few inches, fix your posture, and also improve flexibility so you can dance smoother and prevent injuries. So make sure to include stretching in your morning routine. Tip number 15. My next tip is don't compare yourself to professionals. They didn't learn this overnight. It took them years. So don't expect to be perfect, okay? You got this. Just keep practicing and you will achieve your goal. Tip number 16. Next tip is watch your movements. Many people move on to the next step before finishing the first move. Make sure you are taking your time and doing the full movements.